to dance class, dance therapy class, belly dance therapy class. It's the Nikki and Meleah show. We're back.
What is everybody? We missed you.
Oh, yeah.
We missed you.
I am so glad I can talk.
Seriously.
I can eat.
Yes. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Saturday was, I'm looking at Nikki and she's like, you don't look good.
It was so sad. It was so sad.
I can't be sparkling. I just can't. I'm in pain. So I'm good now. Thank you for everybody that checked in. That was really, really sweet. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's nice to know you care.
Aww.
So I am so ready to dance. I've got some good stuff for you tonight. We're going to look at creating combinations using Slinky, Snaky kind of moves.
My favorite kind.
Yeah. What else is there?
Not gonna lie. My favorites. It's all Snaky, Slinky, and drills.
Yeah,
Those are my favorite things, really.
Pretty much. Those
You had me at Snaky.
So I'm going to show you some techniques for creating a combination. We're going to look at some of the classic Snaky, Slinky moves and how they work together, and some fun little tricks to create your own combinations and your own choreography. So I see some names popping up.
Something happened there. I'm going to go check on this, but let us
Good.
know that you're here and
Yep.
you can hear us and then you can see us okay and everything looks good to you.
Yep, make sure that we look and sound fabulous. And our music tonight will be back to beats antique. Since we're slinky, slow, snaky, we're going to use that type of music when we do. We don't use music all the time, as you know, throughout the class, but sometimes for combinations it's kind of fun. So this will be mixed level, a little more toward the intermediate side, because some of the moves are intermediate moves, and I won't spend as much time breaking them down for tonight because we're going to be putting them into combinations. So who's here?
So we have Michelle
Yay.
and Susan
Oh boy.
and Shira have said hi so far.
Oh,
So
good. All
hi
right.
everybody.
Hi guys. That's awesome. All right, let me put on a little music. We're going to move our middle a bit here, because those are the muscles we are going to use.
Yay.
Yes. And I think we want the next one, right? Is that the one?
This is your song.
Oh, well, we can do my song. I like my song. That works. Yeah, that's fun. All right.
We know
so
this one.
we know this song. All right, so just roll back. Wide base, nice tall ribs, long body, roll forward, and then up and over. Oh yeah, this is good. We might end up using this one a lot.
It's a very good one.
Oh, it's a beautiful song. I love this one. I like to be slinky and snaky every day. It's just the way I like to be.
I would have to agree with you on that one.
Rib slide. Rib circle. contract lower abs. Reverse. And a little bit bigger. I'm remembering the choreography. I think we have to revive that. I think we have to revive that. I'm going to be learning it all over again.
Do more of those.
Yeah. Hip slide. All right, and we're just going to warm up our stomach muscles a little bit more. So pelvic tuck, lower abs, in, relax, lower abs, pull, 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 pull. That's it. Bend your knees. Okay, now the whole stomach from the center. In. Hold it in. So we want to get that core warmed up and then reach long over the side.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's not complete, but it's something, right? Keep moving. Turn that off. Yes. Okay. Over we go. All right. So let's look at some of the basic, classic Snaky Slinky moves that are our favorites, that are really the core of the slow portion of your dance. Of course, you can always create new stuff, but these are kind of the classic basic ones that are really easy to connect, and they play well with each other, right?
Very
yeah.
useful. I'm going to check, we have a comment, I'm going to check on that real quick.
Okay. All right, so starting with the Ami. The Ami is a very useful move. You're laughing. Why are you laughing?
Shira says she's not sure how Snaky Slinky I can get with my belly. I more feel like a snake than just ate a huge meal and probably much.
It's the snake that just ate a rabbit or a small gopher. I was doing this, so funny you should say that. I was doing this, I'm going, oh, Shira's going to feel this one. That's okay, the muscles will work around the baby and it'll all happen. And he or she will just get a nice ride. Alright, so the Ami uses your lower ab contraction. So contract the abs and then you send your hips around. The main focus of this move is the front. You can start it anywhere you want, but the way your body really gets it is when you contract that lower ab, because that's what brings it up. So it's an interior hip circle, meaning it's done inside the body as opposed to, this is an exterior. Okay, that's an exterior. You can see it going outside of my body silhouette. This is an interior, and you can see I'm within the silhouette that I've created here. I'm within it. I'm inside of it, and I'm also doing the muscles on the interior of my stomach as opposed to the muscles on the exterior of my body. So interior hip circle starts with a pelvic tuck and then around. Once you get it, you can start anywhere as long as you do the pelvic tuck, right? So it's really important that your stomach comes in each time, all right? Now, in that part of the body, the figure eights, over and under, are also, they can be fast moves, you can do accents with them, and you can do them as slow slinky moves. So the harder of the two is the over, known as the Maya. It's the vertical 8 on the down. So you're going to come up, over, out, and down, up, over, out, and down. So our Maya, vertical, figure 8, and the accent is on the down. Yep. And then go back to Ami, interior hip circle, and vertical 8. So you can see these look really nice together. Interior, vertical 8. Interior, vertical 8. And I do those together a lot. It's using a lot of the same muscles, so it's just, they're very nice. Vertical 8 on the up. Pull in, contract your waist, So lift the hip, push the hip outward, lift up using the ball of your foot, contract in using your waist, set it down in the center. Push it out, lift up with the ball of the foot, contract in with the waist and set it down. Out, up, in and down, out, up, in and down. On this one, the crucial part is the contraction. That makes the move squishy, right? So the contractions that you perform when you're doing these slow moves, they're always kind of slinky, right? But if you really contract those muscles, they turn squishy. And so your goal is to get slinky, snaky, and squishy, right?
All these S
I
words.
know.
How convenient. It's so catchy.
As you can see, I can do it without contracting. It still looks good. But now watch. If I contract, I can feel it, totally feel it. So you do an ab contraction, waist contraction each time on the side, and boy, does that really feel like something. Very good. All right, so we got a couple of eights, we've got an ami, and then we have undulations and body waves. They're so close. It's really, you could just call them the same thing. It's just a matter of how they're used and how much of your body is used. So typically an undulation is a step within itself. You take you have down to up and up to down. So up to down, the chest goes forward, it lifts, it goes back, and it goes down. After it goes down, you contract the abs and follow it, upper, middle, lower, and it goes into your stomach, or into the lower abs, into the pelvis. So forward, up, back, and down, rolling down the body. Forward, up, back, and down through the body. So in my mind, an undulation is very close to a body wave. It's just sometimes you call them different things based on your choreography. They're very, very interrelated, but a stomach wave, right, is a little more isolated. So undulation / body wave, pretty much same thing because you're waving with your whole body. Okay, now stomach wave. You see what I'm getting at? The rib moves less, and if you're really good at it, it doesn't move at all. Right? So one is a little more fine-tuned, and one will involve, it can involve shoulders, chest, ribs, stomach, hips, and a little bit of leg. If you roll your shoulders, it's really cool. Roll your shoulders forward, up, back, down, ribs, and then stomach, and then hip. So that's kind of cool. Take the shoulders forward, I'll go this way. Forward, up, back, down, and down. That's a really nice, I love that body wave. So you may, I've done this. Where I've done shoulder forward, then lift back, up, down. So front, up, back, down, roll down. That's a beautiful move to get the shoulders involved. Really, really pretty. So that to me would be more of a body wave. When I call something an undulation, typically I am undulating, as you see, and I'm moving. I'm going somewhere, right? So in my little brain, an undulation, right? I'm on my way somewhere, or I'm doing it as a step. Body wave is a connector. You typically do it once to get somewhere. So forward, up, back, down, boom, and that's it. That's where I'm trying to go, and then the next move is going to be something else. Undulation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing it rhythmically as a move, right? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I also feel like an undulation is a little bit more, what's the word? Not so much controlled, but it's more like between two walls kind of thing, where a body wave is like the whole thing is involved, or an undulation is more like this way. That's kind of how I see it.
And you could, nobody's wrong or right. We're all right.
It's all right.
It's all right. Undulation, body waves, they're all the same, related.
And then also like other thing too, right, is you can do like attached to like the body wave, you could do like the arms, the whole you could go like in and around, all of that. That's what I feel is like the body wave is all encompassing.
Yeah, whatever part of your body you're going to wave. So typically an undulation is a step that you're doing alone or with something, and then your body wave is a connector to connect something to something else, right? Which we're going to use tonight. It's going to create combinations. All right, then we have side body waves, and these are very cool, starting with the shoulders, ribs to the side, and then your stomach, and then your hip, and then, let's see, you can go to the side, and you can start with your hip, and you can go to the side. So you can do rib, stomach, hip, hip, stomach, rib, right? So typically, if you take it, doesn't matter which way you go, it just depends on your plan. But they're done to the side, so they're going to go left or right, right? One of the two. And you want to shift your weight with these. So if I'm going to go to the right, starting at the top, I'm going to wave and end up here. And then if I'm going to go to the other side, I'm going to end up here, right? So we come down or up. So typically up to down, you end up with the hip, down to up, you end up with the rib. So those are done to the side, side body wave, and those look really good. And those again are connector steps. You don't very often keep
just imagine like
going.
And
I stuck.
And again.
Now, of course, you can. I mean, you can, wave across, but I would not suggest doing more than two in a row, because you do look a little weird, like you're stuck in something. You can't. I can't stop doing this move.
You're in a loop.
Yeah, I know, time loop. And so we'll use that as a connector move as well. So let's see. We have waves, amis, eights. Let's see if I missed anything. Let me see. Oh, yeah, forgot the rib cage. Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah, ribs. We have ribs too. Figure eights with the rib cage. Let's see, ribs and hips. Okay. So, doing the upward figure eight. So this one here, the one that goes out, up, and in, like so, with your hips. You do the same movement with your ribs, right? So you basically slide your ribs and then lift one side, bring it over, and then slide the other way, lift. So you're still making, if this is my rib, you're still making an 8, right? Same idea as the hip. You just do it with your ribs. Such an easy concept. Just do it with your ribs. Just do it with your ribs. Yeah. Well, what if you do that all the time?
Every day.
Right, yeah. And then when you connect it and you add it with the figure 8 on the bottom, you have the classic side S move, which we used to call the snake, the actual snake. When you know how a snake goes along the ground, whoo, 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 whoo. That's what it was imitating, and this is a snake going up the wall, right? So rib and hip, rib and hip, rib and hip. And that's super slinky, and of course just wonderful. You can just do this for a while. It's a beautiful move. The thing about this one is you want to start it with the ribs and shoulder, right? Don't just lean, but actually, because you don't want to just lean. Get your ribs over there, slide them as they come around, then the hip follows. So ribs and hips, ribs and hips, ribs and hips. And you will be going up on the ball of your foot to lift the hip. So on this one, it's important that you start with the upper body, because if you don't, it tends to look just like a lower figure 8 with a little bit of movement on the top, right? It should look, look super cool with this happening, right?
We just did it in, that was cool.
Ah.
I was going the opposite,
Cool.
Something that I can see in the camera, that was really cool.
So on Slinky, Snaky moves, you can see everything is based on an 8, a circle, or an S. Those are the shapes you're making. You're making some kind of a circle, you're making a figure 8 of some kind, or you're making an S, right? Those are the letters that you make. So a lot of times when you're learning or perfecting, like when I'm doing this snake move, I'm really thinking, I'm making an S. I am totally making an S. Now if I isolate my rib right here. I'm making an 8. So you have to make the loop, right? And then on the bottom, I'm making an 8 into interior. I'm making a circle. All right? So those are all the shapes that you make. So how do we put all these fun things together? I'm going to show you, what am I going to show? I have a list. You know me and my list. We're going to see how much we can get through, but on my list, I have 7 things.
All
I
right,
have a long list.
Let's
I
do
have
it.
7 ways
I think we can do it.
yeah, techniques to use. So you might want to write these down, or if you remember them all, but they're just things that might come naturally, but if you actually think about them, you can use them more effectively. All right, so the first one is follow a trail, okay? Oh, and I just remembered a move that I forgot. Okay. Yeah.
Move number 8.
Yeah, it's going to go with technique number 1.
Okay.
Follow a trail. So up to down, down to up, side up, down, out to in. No, out to in that way. Is that right? Out to in to out, right? So follow a trail around and through your body. It can be a very simple trail, or it can be a complex trail. Like when you go hiking and you've got lots of forks and offshoots, you don't know which way, right? And hopefully they all lead back to the campsite. But so
hope we get back to it.
yes. Yeah.
That would be good.
So we just kind of did a little bit of that in the warm-up, but a simple trail to follow is up to down, up to down, down to up, right? To the side, down to up, up to down. You can follow that. Arm wave is what I forgot. Into out, out to in. That's a fun one. So shoulder, elbow, wrist, knuckle. Knuckle is into out, knuckle, knuckle, wrist, elbow. Whoop. Don't, so watch this. Do you see how I just skipped my whole elbow? I just went, so make sure here, here. You've got to, when we do the arm class, we sit there and we go like this. And we didn't do that tonight, but I'm doing 3 or 4 right now. So lift your elbows. That's really important. Knuckle, knuckle, wrist, elbow, shoulder. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, knuckle, knuckle. So that's your trail. We're going left to right, or right to left, right? And then we also did the one earlier where we did shoulder, forward, forward, up, roll down, all right? Following a trail. Those are simple trails, just one, right? Down, up, out, in, left, But you can also do more complex trails, all right? So what if we went, let me just say it. And I'm just making these up. All right, so with the arms, out to in, up to down, up, down. I'm getting it. All right. Out to in, up to down, to the left, down to up, in to out. So can you picture what that would be?
All right.
Out to in, up to down, left, down to up, in to out. We've just done the whole, yeah. So we've come in one side, down, over, up, and out.
All right.
It's super pretty. So just think of the trail. You know, you can make up this stuff too. Just think of the trail that you might want to follow, and I think it's super pretty. So, out to in, up to down, side down to up, in to out. Cool, right?
Nice.
I like it. Yeah. So, you have
following the trail.
Yeah. You just think about following a trail. Just start somewhere. And what if I went here, and then I went there, and then I went there? And it can continue. This can be a whole complicated combination of just waving your body in these different trails. And I think it's super interesting and fun to look at. All right, another one that's very kind of close, it's just shorter. Reverse the movement. If you go in, go out. If you go up, go down, right? And that makes the move. So up, down, in, out, left, right, all right? Those are simpler. Okay, so we just kind of did that. In, to, out with the arms. Out to, in to, out, out to, in. Right? And up to down, down to up to down to up. To the side, down to up to down to up to down. Other side, down, up, down, down, da 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 da. So those become moves in themselves. So you can do up, down, up. That becomes a move, right? You don't actually, when you use those waves, sometimes they connect you to other things. You don't have to connect. You can just do those moves themselves, and the connectors become the move. So, side wave. And up and down. Other side. Up and down to up and down. Right? Really pretty cool. So, you think of those as a move in themselves. They become a step. So that's just reversing the move. Let me think here. Top. Okay, and then a little more complicated version, the same theory, reversing the move, is doing, let's see, the one we did before, over, under with the Meleah, and then doing things, reverse it, do it on the bottom and then do it on the top. All right, so over, under first, figure 8 vertical, figure 8 vertical. So on the down, on the up, right? And you know, I think you know this step, and we call it over, under, because we're doing 2 overs each side, halfway stop, coming in, under, under. And then what if we did over, over, under, up, down, just as an exercise. That's a nice, so you can do all that reverse stuff as an exercise, and it also looks super cool. So, over, over, under, side, up, side, down, center, up, center, down. Super cool. The other reverse technique is, like I was saying, do it on the bottom and then do it on the top. So this is a basic move that I teach more of a beginning level, but it still looks super cool at any level. Ami, wave, ribcage circle. Wave, Ami, wave, ribcage circle, wave. Yeah? And we've had that. So think about reverse, up and down, or reverse, bottom and top, or top and then bottom. Really easy. Or how about figure 8, ribcage, wave, figure 8, hips. Wave, figure 8, ribcage. Now wave down, over, under. Side body wave, follow the trail to your arm. So we've just used 3 techniques, and you have a super cool combination.
I like how you call them out, and everybody's like, yes, got it.
Yeah. I don't even know what I just did, but let me try to, what did I just do? Figure 8.
Up to down.
Wave.
Figure 8 on the bottom.
Over.
You did figure 8.
Figure 8.
Down, and then
down.
8, and then up again.
So here, now up.
And then
figure 8. Now this time when we go down, it's figure 8 on the down. Now wave side, up. Take it through the shoulder, arm, and extend. So we've done reverse, follow a trail, and into out. So all that together, just woo, that's so fun. And you know, when you have these, to me, when you have methods that are more specific and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to follow this trail, or I'm going to do this reverse move, somehow they're easier to remember because you know what you're doing. You're not just, I'm going to do this move, shoulder, and then I'm going to do this move. When in here, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go down to up, and then I'm going to follow a trail into out. That sticks in my head more.
Yeah.
And hopefully that sticks in your head too. Hopefully I'm not the only one that this works for.
Very practical application. Yes.
All right, so that's reversing the move. So it's either the 2 sides or just do it in the 2 directions. It's 2 things. So it's 2A and 2B. All right, outlining.
Oh, I like
Okay,
that.
number 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 3. What is this? Oh yeah, face a different direction.
Oh, alright.
Very simple.
Oh, that's very cool.
Very simple, but we don't always think about it. We always want to face the same way, right?
Yeah.
So if we do just something simple, do one we just did. Vertical on the down, wave, figure 8. Turn somewhere else, undulate, vertical, wave, figure 8. Turn, undulate, vertical, wave, figure 8. Turn. Notice I'm using the undulation to turn, right? Figure 8, vertical down, wave up, and 8 on the ribs, and undulate, and down. So just try turning somewhere else. Nothing fancy, just go a different direction. It's a common sense thing. So undulations going back, slinky, sexy, back up here, turn around, right? And it's just super cool, right? Just do them facing other places, right? So that's an easy one, really easy. Number 4 is related, a different direction by adding a specific turn. Add a crossover turn, either in the front or in the back, right? If you remember the crossover turn, step across with your foot, so you're crossing your foot over. Now turn your shoulders all the way around. Right, now crossover turn can be quarter, half, or full. I just did a full. Do a half, crossover, half turn. Take your other foot, crossover, half turn. They don't have to be the same direction. If you want them the same direction, crossover, half turn, crossover, half turn. Use the same foot. The key on this move, it's a great little move, use your shoulders to turn, because you may be doing something with your hips, something else might be happening, right? And then a lot of times, remember when we did that arm thing, that's really pretty, to add an arm flourish, right? So feel free, because that just makes it look like something, right? So let's say we're going to do, let's see, let's go something simple. Ami, 2, 8, and then a slow wave up, and then a crossover turn. Let's try that. So, Ami, vertical on the down, side body wave, crossover turn. Now, if you want to face a different direction, just do half. So, Ami, figure 8 on the down, side body wave, half crossover turn, and the other way, la 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 la, whatever you're going to do. Right? It's a nice ending, right? Crossover turns can take 2 counts or 4 counts, right? So typically 1, 2, 4, 7, 8 would be your half. The full can be 1, 2. If you want it quick, you've got to really turn your shoulders. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Depends on what you're doing. So let's put it in there as a 4 count. So we do Ami, 2, figure 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, crossover, half turn, 7, 8. All right, now Ami, 1, 2, vertical down, 4, side wave, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did more than half. I wanted to face you again.
Like a 1 and
And
a
plus
half.
we went over our 8. You probably caught me on that one. I know Shira did. So that didn't add up to 8.
What was it? 12?
Yeah, I think it was 12, but that's
okay. Sometimes music is 12.
Yeah, that's fine. We can just do 5, 9, 10, 11, 12.
There we go. Just like
But I'm just giving you the idea, so you can end it with that. It's a nice finish, then to go on to something else, so the crossover turn. So that's the front, right? You can also do the back, same idea, step behind, so reverse turn, half pivot, right? And use your other foot, cross behind, turn your shoulders around, or let's do a full one, cross behind, turn your shoulders all the way around. And that's a really nice move. Try the other way, cross back, around, and there you are. So flourishes on the end of something else, right?
We have a comment on that.
Okay. And I'm not doing the arms, but I think the arms are beautiful to add. So an easy way is to circle the arms in and out, cross back. As you turn around, arms come in. As you finish, arms go out. Or, one of my favorites, like I said, over the head, front and back, turn around, and they open. Is it a question?
It was Genevieve saying hi.
Oh, Genevieve!
And
Yay!
Miriam saying that Loretta is saying hi from her car. So
Oh,
we have 3
Hi,
guys.
Loretta. Hi, Miriam. That's so great. That's good. Yay!
Hi.
We are going to get Loretta online very soon. I think. I hope. All right, so arm thingies just to add to the flourish of the turn. All right, number 5, level change. Okay? So, yep, level change. So,
Especially wonderful for Slinky.
oh, so nice. It's so simple. You just, I don't know if my thighs are ready, but I'll do it anyway. If they're really ready, you can get way down there and, oh, no, I just got to see.
That's because I did 2 hours of
You
yoga
did
today.
yoga.
Yeah. Otherwise I would be like, nope.
Yeah, you'll be the low one. I'll be the
I'll go
high
extra
one.
show, yeah, okay.
So a very common technique is when you're doing something on the down, drop down, and we're doing something on the up, come up. So
Right.
very simple. Does not have to be the rule. It's just a good place to start with your brain. So vertical 8s on the down we go, and that's good enough for me. And then switch vertical 8s on the up, coming up. It looks really pretty. And also, you can also connect that with other things. Vertical 8s on the down. If you don't go too far, you can make a nice side body wave to come up, and that's a very pretty move. So if we went, you can hear my brain thinking. 1, I'll try to make it fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aha, okay. I did it that time.
Yay!
All right, so it's level change, 3, 4, side body wave following a trail, crossover, turn, 7, 8. Right, just really, really nice. And then on the upper body, if you're doing the snake, this move here that we kind of talked about, this is really nice to drop into and just get a little bit lower and pump the knees a bit. It's super pretty. And then bring it up. Just depends on, I think it's pretty to actually do this snake for a while. So you go down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and then I would do something with the ribs from there, you know, whatever. Wherever you're going to go and follow your trail or reverse the move or whatever. But level changes, yeah. Yep. 2A, 2B, 3C, or 4D. So, level change is easy. On the brain, it's just, oh, I think I'm just going to bend my knees with this. And you'd be surprised. This, if you come down here and up, it's so much more effective than just doing it in place. It's just really nice to drop it down.
And even like a little bit of a
yeah,
drop. Doesn't have to be like what I was doing all the way down.
No.
Even just a little bit.
Just a
Makes
little
a
bit.
really cool effect.
Because look at the silhouette of the body. Now drop down and up. See, it changes. It makes it look, it goes through space, right? So it's really pretty. Level change is great. All right, then we have, let's see, 6. Use your head to start a move or to finish a move, right? Don't leave out the head. You don't have to do this all the time, but it's a nice technique. So let's say we're going to do, let me think here. All right, so let's say we're going to do a side body wave down to up, and then we're going to come back, side body wave up to down, all right? So what if we wave up here? Now, before you turn your body, just turn your head, look, and now go with the body. Yeah, exactly. Now wave down to up, get to the top, pop your chin up a little bit. So the head accent can be a 1, or an 8. I don't recommend, or it can be an accent, like sometimes it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it could be a 1, a 5, or 5, 6, 7, 8. And it can be an 8. But just give it one count. Don't overdo it.
Get too excited.
You can imagine it's going to look pretty stupid if you do. Pretty stupid. All right, so let's say we're going to look to the outside or to our right. Look way down here. Now up, chin. Look left. Way up to down, down to up, chin. That's just a small example, but it just will get you used to it because a lot of times we hold our head steady and we don't use it as part of the dance. So let's try it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should feel pretty good. And these things are just little accents, right? And so they're going to be side, side, up, down, are the basic ones. There's other things you can do, but if you just start with those, it looks pretty cool. All right, so that wasn't so bad, right? It's a good list.
A nice touch, yes.
Yeah. All right. Number 7. This is the last one, and this is the counts that you use to make your combinations. All right? We're going to do 3A. Oh, we're going to do 7A, 7B, and 7C. For your outline. Okay, so 3 different basic types. Very simple. Okay. But like I said, when you organize it in your head, your dance makes more sense. So the very simplest one is 4 and 4. Right? 4 and 4. So, I don't know what to do.
Undulations.
Okay.
Those look good with
Okay. Okay.
Right?
So, and what do we want to put up? So 4 counts of undulations, and then what? 1, 2, 3, 4. We could just do omnis. 4
nice.
counts. What, okay? So, undulations up to down, walking backwards.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 and 4.
4 and 4.
All right. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I matched the tempo of the body to make it the same. I did 2/4 timing, half timing with the undulation, taking 2 counts per move, and then I took 2 counts per omni.
All right.
You can change it depending. It's all dependent on your music. So if we do 2 counts per undulation, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we put these full time, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little tempo change, right? Depends on what part of music you want to accent. But it's basically 4 of something and 4 of something else.
Okay.
Easy peasy, right? And when you're first choreographing or just kind of putting things together, that's a really great way to do it because sometimes it's too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Depending on the music, sometimes that's too many. Sometimes it's just right, right? When I teach a choreography that's more simple, if you guys know me pretty well, I do that a lot. I do a full 8 count of something, or I'll do a little ending, right? All right, so 4, 4. So the other one, 7B, is 4, 2, 2. So this works really well if you're going to follow a trail or if you're going to reverse something, right? Do the reverse that we were talking about, technique number whatever, 2. Okay? So 4 counts of something, all right? So 4 omnis, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 counts of something, body wave. 2 counts of something else, arm wave. So 4, 2, 2.
All right.
It makes for a more interesting pattern. It's a little harder to remember.
Yeah.
So let's do half-time omni. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 counts body wave. 5, 6 arm wave into out. 7, 8. Again, it depends on the music because sometimes that's too fast, right? If it's a nice slow piece, 7, 8. But if it's 7, 8, then you may want to pick another move. All right, you know, slow Slinky is not rushed. It's slow and slinky and snaky and really pretty. And let's try vertical 8 on the down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side body wave. 5, 8, crossover turn, or 5, 6, 7, 8, crossover turn for 2 counts, right? So 1, 2, 3, other side, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 2, right? Making sense, right? All right, the last one is 6 and 2. 6 and 2. So this is just doing a move for 6 counts and doing a 2 count accent on the end. All right, right? So,
Cool.
yeah. So, let's see. What have we not done? The snake, maybe. It's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, circle, 7, 8. So it's just don't do it for 8, do it for 6. 2 count accent. All right, let me get a better accent. Snake move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, rib, 7, 8. It's nice, depending on the music.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's nice, really pretty. So it's very consistent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, wave up and look, that's your 7, 8. There's your 2. So 6, Maya's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, wave, 7, 8. Right? It comes naturally to a lot of us, right? You just do, a lot of the music is composed that way.
Yeah.
And you have a little bloop on the 7, 8, so you naturally do it. But I think it's nice to know what you're doing.
Like actually intentionally
I'm not just doing that. That happened to be a 6 and a 2, right? Because you understand it better rather than, I'm just gonna, when that comes, go like this, right? It's just your accent. But then you know, and then you know how to teach it to yourself and other people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So we have 4 and 4, 4, 2 and 2, and 6 and 2, right? And these are all great little 8 combinations. And any of the techniques will work with any of those numbers. You just literally plug them in. Say, I'm going to follow this trail on the 4, 2, 2. And you figure out where you're going to go, right? And so you'll see how some moves are good connector, like the torso moves, all this up and down. Those are good connector moves. And other moves are done like the vertical 8s and the amis. They're done more in place. And the torso you connect to go to another part of your body or to go down a trail. Okay? So now we're all speaking the same language.
And now you can just do stuff and call it out.
Yeah, I can.
Literally.
Just follow this trail.
Just be like 4,
And
2,
we're
2.
gonna, yeah, 4, 2, 2, and follow the trail into out 6 and 2.
There we go.
And it'll make sense to only us though.
Secret language.
If someone else has to take this class. All right, I believe I have completed my list, and we're doing really good on time. Yeah, we're doing really good. So I think we're just about there. If you have questions, type them in. And thank you so much for joining me. This was really fun. My brain is very stimulated. I feel so much better than I did 3 days ago. And I'm really happy to be dancing with you all again. If you would, please share the video. Check on YouTube. We got a little backlogged with videos, but they're going to be going up pretty soon.
We'll be taking care of that.
And so you can look at those. When you do look at them, make sure you thumbs up, right? No downs allowed. Up.
Thumbs up and comments.
Comment. Yes.
Those are all good things.
They're all good things for YouTube and Facebook. So,
yeah.
What am I forgetting?
You have a class that
starts
tomorrow.
I have a class that starts tomorrow for beginners, not any of you guys, but if you have beginner friends, it's in the posting a couple down from this one. You'll see the pink and black flyer. I'm doing a 3-series class, absolute beginner belly dance. We're getting people started in this beautiful dance that we all love so much. So check that out.
And you said via Zoom, right?
So it's going to be Zoom.
Very personalized.
Yes. Yeah.
And
if any of you want to get together on Zoom, that's fun for me as well. We can do a Zoom, we can do a Meet, we can do what is the other one?
You can do a Skype, a Messenger.
Oh, that's right, I haven't done Messenger yet.
You can do all of those.
Yeah, so many options.
Set up for all of that.
Yeah, so many options. All right, so have a great night. I will see you in a few days, and thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. And I will see you very soon.
And I'm going to say bye and go around this way behind
the
scenes.
Yes. So Nikki gets to shut me off. Whoops. Or sometimes she kicks the stand. hand.
Sorry about that.
All right, goodbye everybody. See you